What made you start thinking about selling the business?
The seed was planted early on in the conversations with my dad, just going, don't make this your life. This is a business. This isn't what you need to do for the rest of your life. And I like that idea. I also got the advice that have a plan to exit, have an idea of what this might look like at the end, because it's either going to come because you chose or it's going to come because you didn't choose. I had a few people in me that gave me that advice that stuck. So I was never planning on doing this for 50 years. It goes back to EOS too. Some of these rocks that you're setting, these big hairy goals and looking out 10 years. So the 10-year mark in 2009, 2010 was an easy numbers for us to look at and go, here's what we're going to grow towards. So that was part of like, all right, in my mind, there was always going to be some type of exit. I don't even know that term at the time, but there was going to be some type of transaction. I was approached in late 2019 or so by a local entrepreneur that bought into the industry and was looking to do, a mini roll-up, call it. And he approached me about buying. That was my first real conversation that somebody would be interested in buying what we were building. And that led into a lot of other conversations. I was participating in Vistage, a peer group for entrepreneurs and C-level people. That was pretty crucial in me understanding and learning about what the options are and how I would approach it. With one buyer, you really don't have any negotiate, and you need to get other buyers or other people interested to really negotiate. So I went and pounded the pavement. I was calling other businesses that I thought would be interested. And the one I ended up selling to, I called their 1-800 number and left a vague message with some receptionist and said, I'm interested in selling. I don't, I'm not going to give you too much information, but if you're interested in the Twin Cities market or growing, blah, 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 I would like to talk to somebody.
You called the 1-800 number on the website. God, I'm learning all kinds of new techniques today.